Living by faith. As some of you might know, my wife and I live by faith. What does living by faith mean? Well, for us, it means that we don't know how we're going to pay our bills every month. We don't know how we're going to pay our rent. We don't know how we're going to pay for gasoline. We don't know how we're going to feed ourselves. And many of you maybe might be going through something like that at this time. You know, with the economy failing, people losing jobs, and businesses closing down. Maybe you're finding yourself having to resort to living by faith. Well, when I lived here in the States, I worked for a big corporation, and I depended upon direct deposit. I depended upon a corporate check. I depended upon my personal performance so that I would get really good bonuses. But ever since we decided to quit our jobs and be missionaries, we solely depend upon God. Do you solely depend upon God? Or do you depend on that brand new car in your garage? Do you depend on a fat wallet? Or do we sometimes depend on that fat purse? You know, it's interesting because many of us Christians, if we get a slight headache or we get a small boo-boo, the first thing we do is we go to the medicine cabinet. Do we ever think about just putting our hands in our head, put our hands in our stomach, or where it hurts, and just praying for the healing power of Jesus Christ? Are we living by faith, brothers and sisters? You know, in the time that we've been in Honduras, we've learned to solely depend upon Him. You know, and even though every month we don't know how we're going to pay for anything, the Lord, where He sends, He provides. And every single month, praise be to God, we have been able to pay for everything. In miraculous ways, we've seen His hand move upon our lives, move upon our marriage, move upon our economy. Because it's not our economy, it's God's economy. And it's God's economy. When you're obedient, He will provide. One of the important things to understand is that we have to be content with what we have. Because the Word of God says that we have to walk by faith and not by sight. And that is stated in 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 7. Because without faith, it is impossible to please God. Are you living by faith? God bless.